What if the next Olympic champion wasn't entirely human? It's a strange question, isn't it? But welcome to the fascinating world of Sportstech. A world where, let's put it this way, the sidelines are drawn in code and athletes are propelled by data. Gone are the days when technology was just a tool to compile stats. No, no, no. Today, it's the engine that is completely redefining the game for both pros and amateurs. So, to begin, let's clarify things. What exactly is Sportstech? Well, it's the term that encompasses all digital tools designed to enhance three key aspects of sports: athlete performance, fan experience, and the management of sports organizations. So, we're talking about a real technological ecosystem. And to truly grasp the scale of the phenomenon, this figure says it all. By 2034, the global sportstech market is estimated to approach $118 billion. To put that into perspective, it's more than the GDP of many countries. This explosive growth shows us that investment in these technologies has become a priority all over the planet. All right, let's look at the first and most direct impact on the athlete. We are entering the era of the connected athlete. This is a new generation of athletes whose every movement, every effort is measured, analyzed, and optimized by technology. All of this to push the limits of what's possible. Several key technologies are changing everything. There are, of course, wearables that track every movement, but also nanotechnology that makes equipment lighter and more resistant. Thermography helps prevent injuries by detecting unusual heat zones in the body, and artificial intelligence can even predict risks before an injury occurs.
Wearable devices, or wearables as they are called, are probably the most well-known. From smartwatches to GPS vests integrated into jerseys, they continuously collect an avalanche of biometric data. This allows for incredibly precise monitoring to adjust training, optimize recovery, and most importantly, to avoid overtraining, which often leads to injuries. Then there's nanotechnology. It's the science of the infinitely small, but in service of performance. By manipulating matter at the molecular level, we can create revolutionary equipment. Think of tennis rackets reinforced with carbon nanotubes. They are both lighter and more powerful, offering a very real competitive advantage. Now, let's move from the individual to the team, because technology doesn't just transform the athlete's body. It completely rewrites the playbook. Today, data has become the new referee. The process is quite simple in theory. First, a phenomenal amount of data is captured with cameras and sensors all over the field. Then, artificial intelligence analyzes all of this to find patterns that would be invisible to the naked eye. And finally, coaches use this information to make informed decisions, sometimes even in a fraction of a second during a match. This quote perfectly summarizes the shift in mindset. The goal is no longer simply to be faster or stronger. The crucial point is to play smarter than the opponent, to anticipate errors before they happen, and to base every strategic decision on facts, on concrete evidence. And concretely, what does that change? Well, it allows for ultra-detailed analysis of opponents, tactical adjustments in the middle of a match, much more objective talent recruitment based on pure performance, and of course, personalized training and nutrition plans tailored for each athlete. And these technologies are not science fiction. We already see them in action every week. Think of the Hawkeye system in tennis, which decides if a ball is in or out with millimeter precision, or the famous video assistant referee, VAR, in soccer. These are direct applications of real-time data analysis.
This table clearly shows the evolution. We've moved from passive viewing to total immersion with virtual or augmented reality. Cardboard tickets are replaced by unique digital collectibles, the famous NFTs. And one-way broadcasting has given way to personalized content and even a certain influence over the club via fan tokens. It's a bit like digital shares that give a right to speak. Today, fan engagement takes place on several fronts. There's continuous streaming on mobile, of course, but also virtual reality for an experience as if you were there. We have NFTs, AI personalized content, and constant interaction on social networks. The experience has become completely interactive and multifaceted. To give you an idea of the power of this personalization, look at this example from the Olympic Games. Artificial intelligence created 7 million different versions of daily video summaries. Each viewer could therefore receive a unique montage, based on their favorite athletes or sports. This is unprecedented on such a scale. Obviously, this technological revolution does not happen without hitches. It is therefore essential to look to the future by considering not only the incredible possibilities, but also the challenges and obstacles that lie ahead. This table summarizes the situation well. On one side, we have smarter decisions, more engaged fans, more performing athletes, and better security. On the other side, we face questions about ethics and data confidentiality, very high implementation costs, a certain resistance to change, and the need for new skills to manage all these tools. If there's one thing to remember, it's that this is not a passing fad. The digital transformation of sport is a fundamental change, a well-established reality. This wave will define the rules of the game for the entire next decade. Which brings us to one last question for the road. While technology allows us to break records we thought were unbeatable, who is the true MVP? The athlete on the field, or the algorithm that optimizes every one of their moves? That's the big question that will shape the future of sport.